Welcome back to a self-empowered YouTube channel. My name is Jeanette, but you can call me Jay. I am an empowerment coach, a soul journey mentor, and a personal autonomy advocate. Today's pick a card reading is going to be all about what you most need for support right now. If you're going through a tough time, or if you're sensing a tough time is on the horizon, these cards will support you in kind of leveraging and being prepared or utilizing these tools for support amidst any challenges you might be feeling. This reading is timeless, so you can revisit any point in time, pick a pile, whatever pile resonates for you, and that will be the tools and support you most need to hear in that moment. As always, use your discernment. If it's for you, great. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Take what works for you and just let go of the rest. I'm so honored to hold this space for you today. If you're interested in working with me, please visit my website and learn about all the different ways I can support you. So, without further ado, let's get into it. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. All right, pile 1. So I have your cards pulled here. I actually recorded a whole message and didn't hit the record on my camera. So I am going to channel this message based on what was just coming through a moment ago. And it's going to be a short reading today, but this is going to be a general reading. So I'm going to touch on a lot of different elements. Not a lot of different elements. I'm going to touch on a lot of ways in which this message might apply to the various people who could be tapping into this. As always, I have the Akashic records open. So any messages that come through outside of these cards, I'm going to be speaking into. Let's go ahead and take a look at the cards now. So the first card we have here is God of the Arts. The artist within you is about to emerge. Okay. And then we have Authenticity. I can be my true self. Change me, divine beloved, into one who has the courage to be my true self. Allow me to honor my sexuality, desires, and needs as sacred expressions of your divine love. Meditation as a tool. And cocoon of white light. Rest in perfect love. Understand oneness. Okay. So what's coming through to me is the first thing I was receiving was around like this insecurity. This right now you might be feeling not fully like secure or safe to fully express yourself. And that could be in many different means. It could be related to creating like maybe you really are an artist or you're wanting to tap into your creative side and you want that to come forth, and maybe there's some resistance or some holding back or some conflict within yourself to feel like ready and available to put that self out there. I see that again in that authenticity card, this like call for you to be more in your truth and express that. Be more of yourself. Maybe you are more of yourself, but maybe it's not fully being expressed. And maybe it's not fully being expressed in all areas of your life. I also see this as, there could be a creative project that you're working on or wanting to birth, but it also may be about relationships. It could be about collaborations with others. So any space in which you are trying to the word creation just really keeps coming back. It's like you're creating something, and we create things in so many different ways. We create relationships. We create art. We create ways of being. Like, it's all of, there's so many, creation is just all around us all the time, right? So this is an opportunity to really kind of give yourself permission, maybe discover ways in which you could create safety for yourself. How do you define, what do you require to feel safe? What do you require to get closer to feeling a little more comfortable? If safety feels too far away, like, what could help you get more comfortable with expressing all of yourself, really putting that self out there, however that might look, whoever you might be. One means we see here is meditation, and this is not something, when I was recording this message initially, this is not something I noticed before, but I'm really recognizing this, like, this divine center line in both these visuals here. This one really, it's interesting because it really makes me think of that third eye placement. And this one makes me think of that, like, crown chakra space. So there may be also something that could be a resource within this, of tapping into that third eye or that crown chakra and allowing yourself to maybe be more inspired. So inspiration is really coming through here. Maybe through meditation, you will be able to have more of that, like, clarity and wisdom of how you want to move forward in what you are trying to create and how you can do that in a way that is authentic to you. And as always, this can be a beautiful practice too, like calling in white light around you and visualizing white light around you so that you can start to create safety in a space that could be through meditation or just before you're doing anything or before you express yourself, like allowing yourself to take some moments to visualize yourself with cocooned and protected in that white light. And I love this, like, rest in love. So that could be the universe's love, right? Rest in love, whatever that looks like to you. And I love this too, like, understanding oneness, understanding that, like, everything is connected, and that you are a part of all of that already. I did pull another card, and this one was at the end. Once again, the video was not recording, but I wanted to get one more card, and then this beautiful card came out about creating space. And this just makes me feel like, yeah, that whole being is radiating light. So, like, you have the cocoon of protection over here in the white light, and then it's so absorbed within you that it is shining out around you. And it's allowing you to be in this space of feeling that you can be all of yourself, that you can create. And yeah, it's just super beautiful. I'm hoping my pile ones are able to feel, like, seen and protected so that they can step into whatever they are creating, whoever they are transforming into. And so much of transformation is about, like, releasing conditioning, releasing all of our shoulds and the way we think we were supposed to be and all of that stuff, like, really just coming back home to yourself, learning who you really truly are, recognizing those moments in your life that you were perfect. You were already who you always were going to be. But there was maybe things in the way. And so releasing, chipping away at that, releasing that, and then really allowing yourself to shine, allowing yourself to be that light and leading from that place of within. So I hope that this card reading is really helping you feel uplifted, feel supported. I hope it's making you feel available to exploring this and, what is safety? Maybe thinking about ways in which you can feel safe, what you require to feel safe to be all of yourself, to create the things you want to create into the world. It also, if feeling safe feels too far away, what are some steps you can take now to start to feel comfortable and feel like you're on that path to full self-expression? So that is it for pile one. If you're interested in learning more about the work I do to support people, feel free to check out my website. There's offerings there. I also launched the self-expansion with my partner, who is also a coach, and we are offering, deeper a deeper work around your soul's journey and a deeper integration of taking that information and being able to allow it to live and breathe in your life. So if you want to learn more about any of that, I've got the links in my bio. Feel free to check it out. And as always, I'm just sending you all so much love, so much support, and just, recognition that the universe has you, and there's so many people around you too that are available for support if you need it. Okay, pile 2. I have all your cards laid out here, and as always, I have the Akashic records open in case any insights want to come through that means we are going to start to take a look here and start to see if we can find some information on how you can receive support right now. It could be for what you're going through right now, or if you're feeling a sense of like, oh, something's bubbling up for me. I feel like something's kind of on the horizon. And I feel like I just need to be mentally prepared. As awoken folk, it can be that you are more attuned and aware when stuff is starting to kind of feel off. So sometimes it can be helpful to just get support before things feel like a bit too much. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Our first card is God of the Underworld. Something which no longer serves you is about to end. Okay. Yeah, I feel that message is really straightforward, very clear. Okay, is there something in your life that needs to end? Is that in your awareness and you are not sure maybe how to go about it? Maybe it's requiring a level of courage or a level of grief. If it's something that you have to let go of, there's so many feelings that one can have around if something no longer serves you, it's ending, or that you are looking to make an end to it. That all being said, it doesn't always mean it's easy. It could feel very hard. There could be mixed feelings around stuff like that. You could have wanted something to really work well and it's not anymore, such as, for instance, a relationship or a job. Even if you know it's not serving you, it can be very hard to sometimes make that shift. It takes a lot of courage. So, that's our first card here. We'll kind of revisit it as we see the rest of the cards picked out here. We got highest good. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can let you act through me. I offer myself to you. May I be a conduit for your blessings. Use me for the highest good. Super interesting. I think it's always really interesting when we see these cards kind of like collected together. Like each card on its own can have its own message and not be in relation to others. But I do always think everything's like kind of connected and purposed. And when we put them together, it does make me want going through some level of transformation. It could be a little transformation or a big transformation, but maybe you're in this process of releasing things, and as you release things, you are going to become more available for blessings, abundance, maybe more available for gifts, spiritual gifts to come in. Oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite things I've learned in working with clients in the space of coaching or spirituality, which is both things I do. What I've most seen is as people go through healing, they really come into their intuitive gifts. I feel like without fail. And it's good to like honor all the feelings that can come up when something's ending. And hey, maybe this is a joyful thing. Maybe it's like an amazing thing. But in transitions, it always naturally brings up emotion. But the really cool thing on the other side of it is what we're becoming available for. And it's hard when something's ending for us to believe that there is anything else coming after that, because we don't see the whole picture. We don't know the divine plan. But it sounds like, my pile twos maybe have some availability to explore that this is happening for them, and it's offering them an ability to become free, maybe offering up space to become free and become kind of the next version of themselves, so the more enlightened version, the more gifted, spiritually gifted version of themselves. I just keep thinking that like what's coming through from the records, I feel like is like this like heaviness is like releasing, and you're becoming lighter. You're becoming more like it's like an emptying out. It's like releasing and emptying out and like being filled with light. That's really what's coming through. Let's see what other cards we have for support here. We have grounding, so really recognizing that might be a tool to support yourself during this time. Oh, that makes so much sense too. You know, when we're in transitions, when things are ending, when we're releasing, it can feel extremely ungrounding. So it sounds like what's being called here is to lean into grounding, to find your support through that means. I'm going to do this card last. Let's go ahead and see what we got over here. Ascension flames, merge with light, night keys and codes. Yes, yes. Pile 2. Okay. Like, it's leaving. This is going. Whatever this is holding you back is going. And you are grounding and you are opening up. You are opening up. You have so much available to you. You're ascending. Okay, and if you've already ascended, if you're already looking at, I've already went through all that, this might just be a deeper layer of it. The work is never done. We're just clearing layers upon layers, fine-tuning, and opening ourselves up to maybe blind spots and seeing what's really available. Maybe some of you haven't really awoken. Maybe you're still exploring that or kind of tapping into or learning about it. But this is an opportunity to keep releasing the things that don't serve you, okay? I love how this is like, is about to end, but this card, you know, it might be ending, but it might also call for you to end something, for you to release something. And once again, as we heal, as we release, as we just let go, we come into a lot more possibility. We come into like, you know, that might also offer us a chance to raise our vibration and ascend more into an enlightened place within yourself. So maybe kind of recognizing, is there, what helps you tap into a higher vibration? So what I mean by that, if you're not familiar, is what brings you a lightness, what brings you joy, what makes you happy. It can be the simplest thing. There was a smell that me and my partner were like smelling yesterday, and we're like, oh, this smells so good, and we just kept smelling it, and we're like, oh, this feels so good. And it was like this like almond soap, and it was just, I felt like I was like, oh, like we should just like keep smelling it, because it's like literally like making us feel lighter. And it seems so dumb, but it's so simple. But simple things raise our vibration. So that could be like looking outside and seeing a flower bloom. It could be petting an animal that you might have, like a dog or cat, or, you know, a bird, or maybe you have a snake, I don't know, and like spending some time with whatever little being you have, you know, or your kids. Like, what are the simple things that just make you feel good? Like a nice shower, a great, like, I don't know, just song or whatever it is, like getting into a higher vibration. Gosh, a massage, anything that's making you feel lighter is so good for you. It can really help you shift a state of mind. State of minds are really important as you raise your vibration, when you kind of like get in that altered state of consciousness through prayer, chanting, meditation, any kind of ways you access like a flow state. All of that stuff can just bring you in a more enlightened space. And I think this could be a great prayer to add in when you're in that space. So let's go ahead and take a look at our final card here, Joy. Oh, wow. Okay. So yeah, we're back to it. The exact same thing I was saying, which is like, just use that as a resource. Find joy. Even if you have grief or, you know, feelings. And I think the grief, I say that it's like a whole process around grief. You have so many different layers if you're feeling angry or sad, or, you know, not in the space of like receiving or accepting it yet, you know, and you're kind of in denial. Like, allow yourself to honor all that you're feeling around whatever is ending. But when you can, get into joy. And I mean it in the smallest way possible. Just allow yourself to feel moments of joy. So, what does joy look like to you? If that word feels too big, what are the things that just feel a little bit like nicer to you, or a little bit easier? Another really great way to get into this kind of mindset piece is around, like, I definitely feel like there's a call to, like, release what you need to, like, maybe even through journaling, like, processing whatever is needing to end for you, and also, like, coupling it up with something that feels really supportive. So what are those things that make you feel just a bit lighter? You know, let's just start from that place. And maybe even setting some goals around, like, these are the things I want to release and heal so that I am becoming a lot more available for what can come, what space I can actually get into. And also, as a reminder, grounding. So what grounds you? What helps you stay grounded? Is it getting your feet down on the ground or laying on the ground and, like, meditating and really relaxing? Is it smells, like certain essential oils or something like that, or incense that help you feel grounded in yourself? Is it going for a walk? You know, is it being around somebody who helps you feel grounded? And then what is it about that person that helps you feel grounded, and how can you implement or embody some more of that into your life? So I'm going to pause here for pile 2 and kind of wrap up the reading. I am so grateful for all of you listening. I'm hoping this is supportive and helpful. You know, these videos are timeless, so feel free to keep revisiting this pile at any point in time if maybe this message might be needed at some point in time again. If you're interested in working with me, I work both in coaching and in the spiritual world and Akashic Records, so feel free to check out my website. I also am launching the self-expansion with my partner who is a coach, and we're hoping to go a bit deeper with people in their soul story and help them more deeply integrate it into their life so that they're feeling a lot more empowered. Co-creating with that wisdom, it is life-changing. And so it can be really hard to know, gosh, what am I? This is a lot of information. You can't just, like, have the information and do nothing with it. It needs to live and breathe in your life, and sometimes that can feel overwhelming. So it's a great space to kind of co-work with 2 coaches on. So if that's speaking to you, go ahead and check out the link below. And I'm so grateful for you to be in this space today with me. Okay, pile 3. So I have your cards laid out here. We'll go ahead and kind of take a peek and see what messages I have for you. I also have the Akashic Records opened. And if any messages come through, that means I'll go ahead and speak into it. But let's go ahead and take a look and see what we have here. So first, we're starting with Angel of Pleasure. Take pleasure in the things you do. Okay. Next, Generosity. I am abundant love. Change me, divine beloved, into one who can easily send blessings to all, even those filled with negativity or fear. May I shower the planet with love, knowing there is an unlimited ocean within me. Okay, this one I'm going to look after. We've got Authentic Truth. And create your vision. Do what makes your heart sing. You are being nudged forward. Okay, I feel like all of my piles today have been really inspiring. So if you're feeling like everything feels really hard right now, really tough, you're struggling to kind of know what the purpose is of any of it, there is. There is purpose. And I hope that these cards help you feel uplifted and supported. I'm going to sit with these for a moment and just see if any messages are coming through the records as well. Okay, the message that's coming through to me is the person I'm seeing is a person, and I'm really kind of feeling them. And so this pile, more than the last couple piles, had felt really, this feeling really heavy, a message from the records, more than the cards. It's like there is this, I feel like this pile is already, like, embodying such goodness, like such joy and happiness, but maybe it's not just landed anywhere yet. It's kind of hard to explain right now, but I kind of see it as like you being filled and available and like wanting something to really be present, but it's like you're almost interrupted. It reminds me of like someone who's like very focused on a task that keeps getting interrupted. The person that's coming to me in this space is a person, I can see them like they know what they want, they're clear about it, they're feeling the energy for it, and all of a sudden they get a call from their family that they need to help out because a parent is sick. And they're like, okay, but I was just trying to like do all this stuff, but I need to pause because life's happening and I need to deal with that. It's so specific, and maybe there's someone specifically going through this, or maybe it is, as this is a general reading, it's a metaphor for maybe what you might be experiencing, which is, I am so ready and available for creating something in my life or moving forward, and then life keeps lifing, and I keep getting interrupted from my path. This feels like a call to keep nurturing the things that you do enjoy, to speak where you need to speak, to be in your truth, and to also be really clear about the vision that you're creating. I'm getting the message that there's interruptions on your path because there needs to be. It's almost like intentional pauses. You have a lot to give, so there's something to me around these two cards, like recognizing that your support of others may not look like how others might support. So really being clear about what you can provide and do. And there is something about this, like the word send, I wanted to reread it because I was like, yeah, there's something about this. Like, it's not that you need to go and do. I'm getting that it's like what you're giving within yourself. I'm saying that you can be more resourced by sending the love and blessings, not necessarily going and doing the love and blessings. Obviously, if there is somebody who is really having an experience of, I need to caretake for someone, I am not saying don't support them. I am saying that really check in with yourself on what you do have available and be honest. Maybe the authentic truth, actually what's coming through to me is like the authentic truth of to yourself, like you being honest with yourself about what you have available to give to others. And that also, what's coming through to me too right now is that could also be in what you're creating. So if you are moving forward and you're thinking about ways in which you are putting out support to others, that could be in means of work that you do. It can also be love and friendship and anything else. Whatever you're creating, this is an opportunity to really, I'm getting interrupted. This is an opportunity, let me finish that thought. This is an opportunity to get really honest and clear with yourself. That's what it really is feeling like as I'm kind of taking a look at all of this together now. You got to stay in your joy. You got to stay in your love. You got to stay open-hearted. I'm getting that like all the elements are like pleasure in the things you do. You know, I'm abundant love. Like, do things that make your heart sing. Like, all of this is available to you. And also, are you being fully honest with yourself is what is coming up for me. So really recognizing and turning inward and allowing yourself to have a way to openly dialogue with yourself. Don't bypass yourself. Allow yourself to really be honest about what you want, how you want to do it. So I guess this message feels a little blurry to me at this point because I feel like there's other messages coming through maybe for other people listening, or multiple people listening. There are some people who are moving forward in creating something and they need to have like a clearer vision for themselves. They need to kind of have the path forward needs to be centered on the things that they enjoy, and it needs to be centered on the things that like literally like feel pleasurable, and the things that feel rooted in love, and the things that make your heart sing, the things that feel really uplifting. Maybe for others, you're on that path, but they're interruptions to that. And those interruptions are conscious pauses, or pauses that are meant to be there. And I think it's just an opportunity for you to be more in your truth with yourself. So let's pull the last card here, visualize. Okay, once again, what's the vision? This is another tool for you to tap into, visualizing what it is that you really want to step into. What are you being nudged forward to? What's the vision that you're trying to create? Start seeing it in your mind. Start embodying that. The other word that's coming up for me too is permission. Permission to visualize. Permission to create that vision. If you're feeling like there are things in the way of all that and you're not able to, this is like an opportunity for you to step into it, full permission to step into it. Yeah, and that authentic truth to me isn't about authentic truth to others, necessarily to yourself. And that might spill over into authentic truth to others as well. Yeah, so I'm going to wrap up here for my pile threes. A couple things to kind of keep thinking about are those questions I've been asking at the end here. Yeah, and just really keep checking in with yourself. And if you feel the momentum, lean into the momentum as well. If it feels like aligned momentum, and what I mean by that, when we think about alignment, we're thinking about things that do actually resonate for us. You know, like Abraham Hicks, like paddling downward, like follow that path downward, like what feels easeful, what makes your heart sing, what do you find pleasure in, that has a lot of information for you. So really allowing yourself to like fully lean into that, you know, that's the message. Lean into it, be honest with yourself, get in touch with what feels good, what uplifts you, and don't hold back. Don't be scared of visualizing it and manifesting it. Because the more it resonates, the more you're in touch with that flow, the more you can manifest it. So that is it, pile three. Thank you so much for your time and being in the space with me. If you want to learn more about the work I do, you can check out my website below. I do coaching and Akashic Records readings. I also have launched with my partner the self-expansion, which focuses on really understanding your soul's journey and how to integrate with that. It's a lot of information. It's really important to, you know, it's great and fun to get these soul stories, and then you're like, oh, my soul, like all these different things to know, and some of it lands and it resonates right away, and some of it is, it's like, okay, but what do I do with this? And these soul story reports, they can change your life. So it's really important to have the support of true integration of it all. So if you're interested in doing that, check out the link below. My partner is also a coach, so we love holding space together and supporting people through their journey and to feel, you know, a lot more empowered and a lot more able to step into what their soul is here to do. So thank you so much for your time today, and honored to be in the space with you.